Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And today I am out here in Santa Monica because I'm going to be continuing on with my best seafood in Los Angeles series, covering the best and most unique seafoods that you can find in LA. And today I am at another rockin' spot. This is Santa Monica Seafood Market and Cafe, which is, from what I believe, the highest rated seafood restaurant in Santa Monica, and it might even be the oldest fish market in Los Angeles because it's been around since 1939, an 82-year-old establishment. That's why I gotta be here today, and I gotta show you some of the awesome things going on here at this restaurant. Fresh seafood, shellfish, you name it. It is a fish market. That's why I'm so excited to check this out. So if you guys want to see the oldest seafood market in LA and one of the highest rated seafood restaurants in the city, then you must stick all the way to the end so that you can see this amazing feast that I'm about to have at the seafood market. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because I put out these food videos weekly that you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now, and I am about to head in and check out this awesome seafood spot. So when you walk in here, you'll notice that this seafood market is really big. You already see the huge selection of fish that they bring in every single day from all around the world. You can really have a shopping day at the market itself, but thankfully they added the cafe location very recently. I think about 13 or 14 years ago. They started out in 1939 over there by the Santa Monica Pier. So they were selling all this seafood off of that pier to customers and even to restaurants and businesses. And then they moved here and they added the cafe section. So it's so super nice. They have everything here from the wine selections, to the cheese, to the market, to the cafe where you can take it to go or dine in. So I'm gonna show all of this to you right now. These are all the different marinades and spices, sauces, and pasta in this section to the left of the restaurant. Beverages, look at that cheese. Come this way, you got the produce, where you have a lot of different soups and basil, mint, some salad, veggies, asparagus, to even frozen fish. See, frozen section all in here. But then when you turn this way, wham, that is the whole market right there. So behind here, this is the fish market itself. It kind of has a U shape to it where you have so many different varieties of fish and shellfish all over the world. And we got the people back here, awesome people, getting the fish, helping the customers, kind of cutting it up, cleaning it up. This marketplace itself is booming, and I haven't even gotten to the cafe yet. But yeah, if you want to come here just to get the fish and the seafoods of all kinds, this is the place to get it in Santa Monica. It truly is a wonder to behold. Behind me is a pretty cool section because this is the oyster bar. They have an oyster bar itself where you can sit up on the counter and get a great selection of all the fresh oysters. That looks so delicious. So secret to good oysters is you want them to have a lot of juice in it to be hydrated. One of the most popular oysters on the menu, the cushy. From where again?
British Columbia.
British Columbia. All of them look kind of the same to me.
You get used to them after a while.
Yes. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I noticed some subtle differences. A little bit, yeah.
Our own cocktail sauce.
That's the signature cocktail sauce.
Our own mignonette.
Is that like a vinegar?
Yeah, it's going to be a red wine vinegar with shallots and pepper.
Got it. Red wine vinegar with shallots and pepper.
We get our own horseradish that we have made in the kitchen every day.
Yes, horseradish. And some lemon. Yes.
And you'd be all set.
Voila. Ooh, okay, so let's see. I don't usually eat my oysters by itself. I know some people do, but I need to put the house-made cocktail sauce and some of this Vinaigrette on top as well. It's so slippery. I don't have to struggle to slurp this out of the shell. They did such a good job in loosening the oyster meat from here. Whoa. Oh, that is amazing. That's so good. You can tell the amazing freshness of it. Has so much juice. It's soft. When it goes in, it melts in your mouth. Next thing you know, it's gone. Party starts and party is over, but it's such a flavor bomb. So since this is a restaurant, obviously there's going to be a lot of things happening in the kitchen, making all the appetizers like the tuna tartare all the way to the grilled salmon and cioppino, some of the things I ordered today. Let's check out some of this action. George right here is making the salmon. This is one of the main entrees, fresh salmon from the market. And there it goes. How long does it cook for?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. Cooks very fast. Yeah, so now here's the cioppino with the clams and mussels. Gonna cook that first until it opens. Okay, what is, oh.
White wine, we have the white wine.
White wine. That's so good, white wine. Shrimp, salmon, albacore, calamari.
Salmon.
Yes, good variety. There it goes. Okay.
We want to add the cioppino base.
Okay, this is like a tomatoes broth, right?
Yes, tomato broth. Yeah.
Yes. The tomato base goes in here. Of course, cioppino, you need to put the tomato sauce in there, or else you have no cioppino.
The fish stock.
Huh?
Fish stock.
Fish stock. Yes.
5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes in the oven. Okay, while the salmon is cooking in the oven, the cioppino is cooking up here. This is the ahi tuna tartare, which is one of their most popular things on the menu. Avocado, cucumber, tomato, basil, chives, a little bit of that sriracha chili sauce with that balsamic glaze. You can kind of see it on top with the wontons on the side. This is the lobster roll. Yes, lobster roll is a thing in California, especially Los Angeles. The fresh lobster is right in the center of that toasted bread. Ooh, yeah. Maine lobster meat with lemon aioli, chives, butter toasted, brioche, and it comes with some fries on the side. And this is one of their entrees. They have a lot of fish on the menu, but definitely I heard that the salmon is the thing to try. The grilled salmon with grilled asparagus on the bottom, cherry tomatoes, and lemon caper butter. That's all that yellow sauce that you kind of see lightly all around. This is the epic dish. This is quite something. This is their famous cioppino, which is a very traditional Italian-American fish stew with clams, mussels, fish, shrimp, calamari, in a spicy tomato broth with garlic, shallots, and this grilled sourdough that's on top with some of that olive oil drizzled on. I can tell this is gonna be such an epic meal. Like I said, this food looks so amazing, and I think the appropriate way to start off is with the ahi tuna tartare, since that is an appetizer anyways. I'm always so hesitant to break up this mountain that they've got going on here. It looks so beautiful. You know what I want to do is try the tuna first without the crispy wontons to see what that's like. Ooh, that avocado with the tuna is such a perfect blend because it makes it taste so much richer. I love the soy sauce too. It's not salty, it's actually kind of sweet. I like it. This is so far pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is to try with some of this crispy wonton to get the full flavor. Now I believe I'm gonna like this one better than just eating it by itself. Wow. Yeah, you gotta have the crispy wontons with it because it makes it just so much better. It's really so much better. All right, so now I'm gonna try the lobster roll. And I like the fact that this lobster roll is not way too creamy. You know how there's some lobster rolls where they put so much mayo or aioli inside of it that it really just overwhelms it. It's almost like a potato salad type of lobster roll. But here, it looks like it's pretty light. So you're gonna get a lot more of that natural flavor of the lobster inside of it. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. So the first thing that comes to my mind is that there's so much lobster meat inside of here. And that's what you want, a lot of this lobster meat, where you can taste the crunchiness of the lobster meat, which is already pretty fresh. And like I said, the aioli is not overpowering. It complements the lobster very well. And there's that good zest that's on top of it. The sourness, the acidity from the lime juice. That's why you gotta sprinkle some of that lemon on top of it, because it adds perfect flavor to this lobster roll. And did I tell you that the bread is toasted, so it's a little bit crispy on top? That's how I like it. And this salmon is so soft. Very, very soft. Oh. Oh man, that is mind-blowing. That salmon is so good. You know, that lemon caper butter is amazing because it makes it richer, more buttery, and the caper adds a good sourness to this whole thing. And this fish is already so soft on the inside, but then since it's been grilled, it's charred. The skin is charred on the outside. That's like the perfect way to make a grilled salmon. When I go to restaurants, like ordering salmon, I always feel like I can make it at home just as good. So that's why I never really felt the need to order salmon. But people were saying that the salmon here is so amazing and that I needed to try it. And now I can see why. This salmon is truly worth ordering. This one I've been wanting to try because this, from what I heard, is the most ordered dish at the Santa Monica Seafood Market Cafe. I've seen ciopinos made in many seafood restaurants. I've had some really great ciopinos, so it'll be kind of interesting to see Santa Monica Seafood Market's take on the ciopino. It's a big bowl, so it's a lot. You can share it with people all around your table. There's so much variety of seafood in here. I'm gonna try the broth first. That is good. It has a very light flavor, so it's not like an overpowering, salty type of broth. You can really taste the subtle flavor of the tomato as well as the white wine, which is a perfect complement to everything in here. Wow, that shrimp is such high quality. I'm loving it so much. Man, I just like cioppino because there's so much variety that you can get in here. Just melts in your mouth. It's so fresh. I love it. Tastes so, so good. And then I also want to try the fish in here too. Got some pieces of this fish that's inside of it that I cannot miss out on. Fish is just amazing. Amazing. You gotta also break off some of the bread and to dip it in the sauce and enjoy it together just like that too. I always like me a good bread to complement this meal. It is truly marvelous. So yeah, if you are in the Santa Monica area and you're wondering, where should I go to eat some seafood? Then this is your spot right here. Very historic since 1939. It's got a good reputation, really good fan base here, and the food is rocking. So definitely stop by this place if you don't know where else to eat. And if you don't know what to get on the menu, then just get what I got, because what I got are some of the most popular things on the menu that this restaurant is known for. If you go with any of these things that I got here today, you're gonna get a sample of some of the great foods at the cafe section of the Santa Monica Seafood Market, and you're gonna be very happy. But then if you also wanna just get fish and go home and cook it, you can too, because they have such a large selection of fish here at the Santa Monica Seafood Market. So definitely come by here, shop for some fish, go home and have a blast with it. All right, guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to some awesome people here in Santa Monica Fish Market. This is Tony, this is Chris, and this is Diana right here. So when you come to this place, look out for him, tell them you saw this episode, and they're going to take really good care of you, right, guys?
That's correct. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. You know the drill. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Also comment on the section below, because if you've been to this place, I'd love to hear your story. And finally, subscribe so that you can get these weekly videos. So I'll see you guys in the next video.